And now, it's time for the Lightning Round.
Welcome back to News Edge tonight. 3 topics, lightning quick. Fox 13's Kathy Fountain and Kevin O'Donnell are here with me this evening. And our guest tonight is Ahmed Bedier. He is the director of the Council on American-Islamic Relations here in the Tampa Bay area. Ahmed, welcome.
Oh, thanks.
What is your biggest story of 2005? Domestic spying, this time on Muslims here at home. But first, fresh off this celebratory holiday and football weekend. Have you seen the video? At this weekend's Pittsburgh-Cleveland game, a fan runs onto the field. Steelers linebacker James Harrison picks him up, pile drives him. They're now calling this the fan slam, and already people are debating whether Harrison did the right thing. What do you think he did? Do you think he crossed the line?
I think he did cross the line. You know, he gets paid to be a football player, to tackle players on the field, not fans. There's security personnel that are there. There's the police that's there to do their job, and those are supposed to be role models. What kind of message does it send to young kids how to deal with people?
They didn't know if he had something. They didn't know if he had a knife, perhaps. They didn't know.
I think they were concerned for their health too. I mean, they were not taking it. Why take a chance? Mike Ditka did it way back, you know, in the 50s.
It was quite the test.
I'm at a table of guys. One word, you guys: testosterone. Okay, the guy put himself out there. It would be like stepping in front of a raging bull with horns and shoulder pads and saying, you know, "Come get me." Well, I say he, you know, he got what he deserved. I'm sorry that he got beat up, but come on.
It was obvious he was dancing around, that he was drunk. He didn't have any weapons in his hands that you know, they felt it was a threat. It was a cheap shot. Yeah. He might have not been getting any action on the field and decided to tackle
I doubt anybody's going to come on the field after
maybe
that.
There's another place.
It's in a good
All right, let's switch gears for a second. The FBI came out this weekend, and we've learned that they've been conducting a classified radiation monitoring program here in the United States, not just abroad, monitoring air levels with radiation detection devices in Muslim communities, homes, businesses, mosques. I can imagine how you feel about that. Do I have to ask?
Well, imagine how if it was your church being on Sunday, you know, you got FBI agents monitoring radiation levels looking for nuclear bombs. I think it's a waste of resources, and it's starting to create a two-tiered justice system here in America. For all citizens, they have the right to due process, search warrants and stuff, but when it comes to the Muslim community, well, we can put those rights aside, and that's un-American.
Some people are drawing a difference. I mean, some people are saying, well, no, listen, they're not wiretapping. They're not listening in. They're just monitoring for radiation levels, and a lot of people feel that they're okay with that.
Well, I think the only shock here is that anybody's shocked, because I think this administration has said we're going to do whatever it takes, and I think politically the Bush administration cannot have another attack on American soil on his watch. It's going to come up in the election, and I think that they've shown themselves to be capable of saying, look, we may have to bend things a little bit, but we're going to do what we have to do to monitor what's going on. I'm not saying it's right, but I'm saying I don't know why anybody's shocked about it.
I don't think that it's extreme, because you're talking about radiation levels. As you're talking, they're not eavesdropping. They're not using cameras to search in to see what they're doing. But hey, what if it happened? What if there was something you want to regret
Before
it down
we go,
the road?
Biggest story to each of us, maybe personally, of 2005. For mine happens to be Hurricane Katrina. What about you?
Well, besides all the catastrophes, obviously locally it's a Samuel Ariane verdict that shocked the entire area and the nation. Not a single guilty verdict after all those years. So it was a big surprise to the whole nation. It's a big story here locally.
I have to jump in and say that Terry Schiavo case locally, I know it doesn't have as big numbers as the Katrina disaster, clearly, but I think that it really showed a huge divide in the Republican Party. I think that it's still reverberating in the halls of Washington, and I think come election time, it's going to come around to people. I think it's going to have a ripple effect.
What about you, Kevin?
I think Katrina, without a doubt. I mean, you're just talking about an impacted area it's going to be years, you know, maybe decades before this place is, if it ever comes back to what it originally was, New Orleans, Alabama, Mississippi.
What kind of lessons?
Over 1,000 people killed.
Clearly, we still have some lessons to learn there.
Sure do.
All right, Kevin O'Donnell, Kathy Fountain, thanks. Ahmed Bedier, our guest this evening. You enjoy your lightning round, your first one?
Yeah.
All right, we enjoyed having you. We hope to have you back. Don't forget, Good Day Tampa Bay begins again at 5 a.m. tomorrow. So until then, thanks for watching News Edge. Have a wonderful evening.